Here we're going to talk about the MAPK pathway, which in my opinion is one of the more complex pathways. MAPK stands for mitogen activated protein kinase. And a mitogen is any sort of signaling molecule that is going to lead to cell proliferation or cell division. Okay, so this MAPK pathway, this mitogen activated protein kinase pathway, is incredibly important for those interested in studying cancer, right? Because errors in this pathway could lead to the upregulation of cellular proliferation or the uncontrolled cell proliferation, which we know as cancer. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw our receptor on the membrane, but we're going to draw this one different because this one is not a G protein coupled receptor. Okay, this receptor is a tyrosine kinase, so I'm going to write that down. This is a tyrosine kinase. Okay, and this one is known as EGFR, epidermal growth factor receptor. And so what happens is a ligand is going to bind to that receptor, and a subunit attached to that known as growth receptor bound protein, or some people refer to this as GRAB, GRB, right, is going to become phosphorylated. So we'll put a little phosphorus on there, right? And that then has another subunit attached to it. And this one is known as SOS. And SOS stands for son of sevenless. So let's start our little acronym alphabet up here. So EGFR is epidermal growth factor receptor. We have a GRB, which is growth receptor bound protein. We have SOS, it stands for son of sevenless. That's a cool name, right? Okay, and that son of sevenless is then attached to another one known as RAS. And RAS comes from rat sarcoma virus, because that's where it was found. Okay, and so when this ligand binds to this receptor, this GRB, the GRAB, gets phosphorylated, and what that's going to cause is it's going to cause this RAS to become phosphorylated as a GDP comes in and it attaches a GTP. And when that happens, this RAS dissociates. So what we have is our RAS molecule with the attached GTP. Okay, and it's going to come over and it is going to interact with another one known as RAF. So we'll add RAF up here, and RAF stands for rapidly growing fibrosarcoma. All right, so now this RAS and RAF complex, it will come over and it will interact with another protein known as MEK. Or sometimes you'll call these ERKs, ERKs, okay? And so MEK, this is a long one. This stands for mitogen activated extracellular signal regulated kinase. Okay, and so you can see where the ERK comes from, right? Extracellular signal regulated kinase. Okay, and so this then will come over and it will make the final step and it will activate our MAPK. And remember, our MAPK is mitogen activated protein kinase. Okay, and that MAPK can then go and activate transcription factors. And that will lead to cell proliferation. Okay, so that's the more complex one that we will see, right? But this ultimately leads to cell proliferation. So things like growth hormone, right, that causes cell growth via cell division, or causes growth via cell division, right? Those are the sorts of things that you will see that use the MAPK pathway.